Once again this weekend, we saw a member of the majority openly call for more confrontation in a Minneapolis suburb. If this were reversed, if this was said by a Republican, you know, Madam Speaker, that the majority in this chamber would move to strip that representative of their committees and possibly move to expel them from Congress.
So Speaker Pelosi was asked whether or not Maxine Waters needs to apologize. The Speaker's response, no, she doesn't. That woman on the floor should be apologizing for what she said. McClain hit back, tweeting, as that woman, no, I won't apologize for calling out the double standards that you have set. Congresswoman Lisa McClain, Republican of Michigan, joins me now. So, first of all, welcome to the program. This is quite the back and forth that really has nothing to do with the issue of, wading in on the ground in Minnesota of Maxine Waters. First, your response to Pelosi, and then let's go deeper on the other issue.
Well, first of all, Speaker Pelosi, you need to learn this woman's name, and that's Lisa McClain. And this woman will continue to fight to expose the double standards. I will fight for the people of my district, and I will fight to uphold the Constitution.
And, all of this started because the Congresswoman Maxine Waters didn't say this in a little scrum with media outside her office on Capitol Hill. She was on the ground among protesters in Minnesota saying, get confrontational if the verdict is not guilty.
Yep. And therein lies the problem. The Democrats have set a standard, and all I'm asking is, Madam Speaker, don't you think we both should play by the same rules? I mean, I often say if it wasn't for double standards, we'd have no standards at all. We saw this with Marjorie Taylor Greene when they expelled her and removed her from her committees because of words she said prior to even getting in Congress. And let's not forget, President Trump, they impeached President Trump for inciting violence. Madam Speaker, do you really want to hold your party to a lower standard than you hold the Republicans? I don't think so.
Well, look, we've been reporting, because it's happening, that there is some redefining of words like infrastructure and whatnot. Maybe they're redefining what confrontational means, but I think we have a pretty baseline understanding that it's not about making peace. If you have a quick word about that, and then I'm going to get to something else.
Words do matter, but I don't know how you can misinterpret confrontational. Go out and get more confrontational. I don't know how you misinterpret that. So again, let's play by the same rules. That's all I ask.
White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki also asked about Representative Waters' comments. Let's watch.
His view is also that exercising First Amendment rights and protesting injustice is the most American thing that anyone can do. But as he also always says, protests must be peaceful. That's what he continues to call for and what he continues to believe is the right way to approach responding.
Well, as people can see our screen right now, we have the White House distancing itself from Maxine Waters' comments. What is your response to that?
As they should. They either need to distance themselves completely or get in the game and talk to the majority leader, Nancy Pelosi, and ask her to clean up their own house. The issue is this. Our job as leaders is to de-escalate a situation, not get on a plane, fly to a city that's already in turmoil, and incite mob violence. That's not our job as leaders. Our job is to de-escalate the situation. We are not the judge, the jury, and the executioner. It's our job as congressmen and women to make the laws, not to enforce them, and definitely not to incite violence.
I want to go to this now, because I find this to be that word that we overuse so much, ironic. Townhall.com is reporting that Maxine Waters requested a police escort for her Saturday trip to Minnesota before she told protesters to get more confrontational. You see the travel log right there on the screen. Congresswoman McClain, your thoughts about this?
I think it's comical. If it wasn't so true. Why need a police escort? I mean, isn't this the party that wants to defund the police? If it's a peaceful situation, why do you need a police escort? If you're going there not to incite violence, to de-escalate the situation, why a police escort? You know, at some point in time, our actions are actually going to match our words. Not, unfortunately, in this case.
Wow. Well, as you started off with, she needs to learn your name. You had a lot to say on this point of view, and one person who agreed with what you're saying was the judge in the case. He doesn't want anybody on Capitol Hill weighing in before the verdict comes down. We'll see what happens with Maxine Waters. Lisa McClain, Congresswoman, great to have you on the program. Thank you.
Thanks for having me. Have a great day.
You too.